Hey, can y'all hear? Y'all can hear me? Okay, good. We here. We back. Let me see if I can fix something for Baron, make sure he can see everything there is to see. Um as far as I was
Ba-ba-dum,
blah, what that look like
ba-dum,
to you? You got me?
ba-bum. Nope,
We
but
in
it's all good.
HD?
Let's just keep it pushing.
Oh
Bum,
damn.
bum, bum,
From my end
bum,
it says you
bum,
can.
bum, bum,
I'm gonna try to
bum,
see what
bum,
I can do about that.
bum,
Blah,
bum,
blah.
bum, there we go. Live and
Cool.
in color.
Live and
And living
in colored people. Um,
and living color.
hey, what's happening, y'all? What's good?
What is
What's
good?
popping? What's cracking? Look, um, welcome. This is level 16, right? This is level
Yup.
16 of the Peep Game Podcast, where we are under zero, count 'em, zero obligation to be anything resembling professional.
Settle.
Man, hey, 16, we 16 in. I'm scruffy, I'm rough right now. I don't care, but
All good, man. We out here living the dream.
living the
It's
dream.
dude, it's wild to think 16 episodes. 16 weeks.
16 candles, 16
Man,
bars.
that was actually a good movie. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Like,
Hey man, and what's good, y'all, man? Shout out to the chat. We really appreciate y'all actually being here. It's crazy that people actually show up to hear us talk shit about not shit really. Um,
right?
man,
Oh,
say
straight.
what's happening? What's happening with you? Level 16. Yeah, we made it to War Turtle. Cause you only picked Charmeleon if you was one of those weird superficial kids um that just stumbled across Pokemon and normally it would have been Madden like you good. And you only picked Bulbasaur if you was a loser. So yeah, the only real choice was Squirtle. Um I'm lying.
Squirtle Squad.
I chose Bulbasaur my third time through. I
He
chose
said on
Bulbasaur.
the third run. I think I picked Bulbasaur. I don't think I ever ran with Bulbasaur, to be honest. I think I got him as an adult, like through one of the trades, and ran with him and leveled him up. Um, I think I didn't pick a grass type until what was the one with the blades on his forearms?
Oh, Trico.
Uh,
We had Trico as a
Trico.
starter.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I picked the grass type was Trico.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was. Hey, what
What's
up, Bomber? But no,
Wasabi's
real
right.
talk. Oh, what
116
happened?
ain't enough. He
Man.
actually right. And Straight said he been right. Do I detect the
Ooh.
hint of Fighter's Corner in my future?
Ooh.
Do I see something like that coming?
What? Oh yeah, because the beta ended for well, not Blaze Blue, for Guilty Gear, right? What's
Mm.
up, EO?
Oh, you know what? Oh, I didn't even get into that. And Guilty Gear used to be one of my favorite series.
I used
Um,
to like looking at it.
I feel a way that it's not. This is a good segue. I'm glad we're here. Um, so the title of the episode is Gaming Pet Peeves, and it don't have to just be gaming. It could have been nerd pet peeves, but most of the stuff that we talked about amongst ourselves has directly related to gaming. So, you know what bothers me? Like when something is just so perfectly wrapped in a tight bow and you know it should be a thing, but it's not a thing. For example, Guilty Gear having an anime. Why is there not a Guilty Gear anime? Why is there not a show? It's already
Ooh.
there. It's laid out. Like the red carpet is rolled out in front of you.
Ooh.
Like think about it. Kaiki Skate and Soul Bad Guys, the perfect like Scorpion Sub Zero, the perfect like Ken, not Ken and Ryu exactly, but you know you get the point.
Yeah. I get where you're going. Um, and you know, oh yeah, that Pokemon Breath of the Wild uh combo
Yeah,
did look damn good.
I feel like they put
Um,
the Tim Tim put the fear of God in Nintendo.
and that's actually piggybacking on, staying with the point of gaming pet peeves. We could start with that. Games not properly evolving, not taking any leaps, especially when you're on your seventh and eighth iteration of a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I talk sideways about God of War, but that was an actual good example of pivoting, making a change. You already had 5, 6 games, including the what was it, the PSP versions and all the other side run stories, you had enough games of the same style and you decided to pivot. Assassin's Creed, it pivoted, went into an RPG element. A lot of people didn't like it, but they took a chance. Um, Pokemon Let's Go,
Wait, okay, so Let's Go. I feel Let's Go had a purpose and it served it.
yes,
Let's Go had a particular purpose and it served it, and they didn't revisit that. Now there are things that they implemented in Let's Go that should and also do follow into other Pokemon games. That being Pokemon being are out walking around in the overworld, you can see them, you can catch them. Um, I think I can see you can see some of that stuff bleeding over that was meant to be there, but Let's Go was there for two purposes: one, to get new people into playing Pokemon. Two,
facts.
to get us Gen Oneers that haven't played Pokemon in ages to pick it back up again.
Yep. It was and then that's when they brought over those mechanics into what was it, Pokemon X not Sword and Shield. Like they kind of didn't they make it to where you got to bring over your Pokemon from Let's Go into your Pokebank and all that?
Yep.
Or am I tripping? Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
can.
that was a dope ass breakdown because that was a great way to get people back in. Because I got back into Pokemon because of Pokemon Go, not Let's Go. I didn't play that, but
Mhm.
Pokemon Go. Oh,
I played
I for
both.
sure ran. Yeah. Like it? Let me
Let's
see.
Go. Let's Go was an improved Yellow, and I say improved gameplay wise, but
Okay,
my biggest pet peeve, my biggest issue with Let's Go was that it was easy. It was way too easy. Like way too easy, and there was no way to adjust the difficulty. Like you had to handicap yourself in the game if you wanted to get difficult.
bro. The Nuzlocke challenges. Like I've max min the fun out of Pokemon, and we've talked about that. And there's a bunch of challenges out there that add that spice back to it. But it's and then when I started seeing like quest markers, like oh go here, and I'm like, what? You're not even making me like explore and figure it out. You literally got an arrow pointing which way. Oh hell, it might as well be Pokemon Snap. But we don't.
Yeah. On rails. Might as
Oh,
well be on rails.
why is Pokemon Snap still on rails?
It's still on rails.
Why? If that's what
I
it
didn't
looked
watch
like in the
the.
trailer.
Mm. Okay, so speaking of trailers, like, cause I want to address what did I just see in the chat? Um,
Somebody said The Last of Us 2 was a bad pivot. I don't agree. I don't even think that was a real pivot.
the worst issue, the worst issue in The Last of Us was what they did with the narrative, what they did with the story, and what
So
the
yeah, you're
effect
right.
that had on the game.
Yes.
If we're talking strictly mechanically, gameplay wise, it was a step up, hands down. It was a way better step up. We talking about graphically step up, music, sound, yeah, all of that was a
Yeah.
step up. But the effect that what they did with the story, with the inclusion of Abby and giving her so much of the story, like dedicating so much of it to her, the effect that that had on the game overall was the issue. If you ask
Because
me.
I'm gonna tell you this, and you know what, Chocolaki, you got okay. You Dallas, y'all made a solid point. I like that. I personally think the bigger, heavier pivot to really throw everything off would have had Ellie just be straight up the bad guy.
That could have worked though.
It could have worked.
That could have
I,
worked.
I think it could have worked. You have Ellie just outright be the bad guy, and spoiler alert, guys. And you have Abby playing catching up to this woman and this man who ruined her life.
And they flirted with that idea, basically.
They did.
They definitely flirted with that idea. It wasn't.
They didn't commit.
Yeah, yeah. Perfect way to put that.
And they could have did it. And I think that would have landed better than if they then doing what they did. Because personally it was long-winded. Now we've had this talk. We ain't got to keep going on it. But Bug Snacks is greater than Pokemon Snap.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Wasabi.
I haven't played
I
Bus
haven't
Snacks, so I
played
can't talk about it. But
No, I haven't played it, but the video, from what I've understood, it is basically a on the go Pokemon Snap. And of course, it has like puzzles and whatnot and capturing and some
okay,
mystery.
so
There's a lot more behind it.
I think it makes sense for Snap to be on rails if not if
Taking photos
because
is the
it's about what it's
only.
about. Like yeah, it's
Yeah.
like because it's really about just like composition and stuff, like actually getting your shot right. It's actually photography. Like if the focus is strictly just photography and like catching these Pokemon's pictures the way you want to, it makes sense. I get it,
Oh,
but
okay. So with Pokemon Snap, it that I think I played the first one. Was it on 64?
mm-hmm.
I remember. I think I
And they had
remember
like the
playing the first
blockbuster
one.
kiosks and stuff. Like yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Now, my thoughts on it is don't charge full price for that game. Then, if you're not gonna make any technical like what technical advances are you gonna make other than your photography can now go up on social media, and now you're dealing with more Pokemon.
they reselling the Skyward Sword is basically the exact same game, full price. Actually, not just full price, but costing more than it did originally when it was brand new. So I don't hold out much hope for that. But while
Nah, me
we are
neither.
on the subject of Pokemon, I do want to address what Wasabi was saying about like the legacy. Is it Pokemon Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so or Arceus. I don't know how to pronounce the damn
Me
Pokemon god
neither.
name.
Me
Um,
neither.
that's why God's God. It's 3 letters. God. Easy. Um, now I can't say it looked like a half step. It looked like the Pokemon that I've been waiting on. Truth be told, it looks like it's running in that direction. I think the issue might be the fact that now I love that they did this, but other people might not. Just the fact that you are begging for misunderstandings um, when you put such early build footage out, like early in engine footage. And I know that I'd be the one to say, "Hey, we don't need a cinematic trailer. Like, show me what the game looks like. Show me the progress that the game is making." But that's me. That's because of the side of the fence that I sit on with gaming and media. But
Yeah.
to the public at large, they just think, "Oh, this game kind of look trash." They don't think about the fact that it's probably 3, 4 more years before you see this. They are not
I'm
releasing this tomorrow. Look how long we've been waiting on Bayonetta. This is not coming out tomorrow.
but this is Nintendo though. They
Look how
may
long we've been
drop that
waiting on
game.
Mitch. Well, not like that. Nintendo, no, you know, there's very few games where that's still a
They about to
quality.
drop Pokemon Snap, bro.
This Pokemon Snap, it don't look bad.
Look what they did to Skyward Sword.
Upraised, like, and it's the same game pretty much if you ask me. But
It is.
I'm just saying, like, you can clearly tell it's early footage. Like, it's early in development. You can clearly
I,
tell that's not how the game is gonna ship.
Fame.
Fame
Hey,
was good with you.
I don't know, man. I gotta now. I'm hoping they make things more lush, like because it looked very bare bones. It looked like what it looked like. I follow a lot of game devs and like game dev hashtags and whatnot on Twitter, and it looked
I already
like
know what you're
when
saying.
they're like showing like, oh hey, look what I've
That's
gotten my new
exactly what it looked
animations.
like. That's what
That's
I
what it
take it
looked
to
like
be. I don't see why it wouldn't. How it's not that.
because they put money behind the trailer and put this shit out during a direct and even gave you a title. It's not a working title. It's not a, you know what I mean? Like
They put it out during the
that's all.
direct. I just saw a trailer. I didn't know they had another direct.
No, it was a direct, bro. It was a Pokemon
Oh,
direct.
did they? Oh, I missed that.
It's the 25th anniversary. That's why the lines at McDonald's is long as hell because everybody getting Pokemon cards.
Oh, um, yeah, that's it'd be
Like
weird if it. I don't take Nintendo for the ones to release a game to look like that. Not a
I
Pokemon
do.
game. Yeah,
I
Pokemon is
do.
declining in quality. I give you that. That's been a thing. That's one of my biggest gaming pet peeves. Truth be told, that's a thing
Oh,
that
thank you,
I've
toxicity. I'm just saying,
it's a thing that I've
I
openly
try.
complained about for
Yeah.
months now. Actually, since before the launch of Sword and Shield, it's the thing that I've openly complained about, and it's the reason that I've been so vocal about not supporting Pokemon until they release something that's worth releasing. But so y'all know I can't cap for them in this case.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I'm man, my love for Pokemon disappeared with like what was the Alolan region one?
but if I'm telling
Yeah.
you what I see, early development build, not much deeper than that.
I hope. Look, once again, I'm on your side because I've always wanted a true open world RPG. Like, let me let me rephrase. I've wanted a true open world experience with Pokemon. I've wanted to see a true evolution outside of which they did. They made the steps with the AR stuff because I've said it. I don't think I've said it here on this platform, but I truly feel AR is the next big move forward with video games outside of graphical increase. I'm talking about in terms of taking the next leap. I think AR will be that big step because it'd be easier to integrate. Like they already remember we've had miniature steps towards this. Back in the day, you hooked up your what was that damn your Dreamcast. You had the little characters that you'd hook up from Sonic Adventure.
Yep.
You had the Pokemon where you put your Pokemon in your dang from Pokemon Soul and Silver and Gold,
Yep.
where you had them in the little Pokeball and you attach them till you get steps. Like we've
The Go
had,
Plus. Yeah, there's like
yeah,
different little elements.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that's all augmented reality when you think about it. That's all AR.
true.
Like, so now we're getting to a point where it's like we're playing games through our phone while we're looking through the camera. So I don't, like we got full on RPGs that you're playing through your camera. You got,
Google,
I
go
think
ahead and
we're gonna
bring back
get there.
Google Glass so we'll have a peripheral to do this with. Go ahead and bring
That's
that
what
back.
I'm.
Stop playing.
That's what I'm saying. Like
And these boys right
once,
here are genius. Pokken tournament combat, absolutely. Let me get that.
oh yeah,
A Pokemon
oh yeah,
MMO with regions you can travel to now. I'm only so calm about it. As much as I love Pokemon and have grown up to love Pokemon, I'm only so calm about it because it is. I have a plan B. If all else fails and this turns out to be just a pile of bullshit, I'll just go to Tim.
Tim,
I'll move. There's other
man.
games. Um, that being
Oh,
said,
oh yeah,
what?
and the Pokemon MMO, like Tim, like that they have all the property rights to make something great, and they are just refusing to do it.
Man, actually, let me look at something.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'll bring up Toxicity brought up a point about forcing looter shooter mechanics into cool games concepts and ruining them like Anthem. What ruined Anthem was they overpromised, underdelivered. Because if they would have just dropped the game without telling us all the things that were going to be in there and then did it, it would have worked out. But we've shot down Anthem enough. Rip. Okay, things that bother me in games. One of my major gaming pet peeves is raids that don't reward your time, even through failure.
Mm.
Like, I'm talking specifically about Destiny. Now,
Cause
the
you
reason
they
I
take
don't
so
do,
long.
yeah, the, oh yeah, it would have worked out. That's why I really think Outriders is going to work as long as they stay behind it in terms of pumping out content. But going back to raids rewarding your time, the fact that a raid, well, at least most raids require multiple people to finish. I'm not a sweaty. I'm not one of those people who can finish a raid with a pistol by myself and beat the damn game like that. That's not me. So my first and last time running a raid, we were in there for 3 hours and did not complete it. And I basically got nothing out of it.
Mm.
Got nothing out of it.
Mm.
It was I am a full-time dad, full-time employee, and content creator, writer, all these other things. I don't have a lot of time. Like my band, I'm using the word of the day, bandwidth for all of these things is very limited. So knowing that I only have maybe 15 hours a week to game, like where I can hardcore game, for me to spend 3 hours of that in a raid and then for it to flop simply because we couldn't find enough people who were on track or had a mic or da 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 da, like it was so much that went involved, and then to walk out and boom, like it was ridiculous. I felt stupid, and I've never been back because it's not it's I'm over it. There's nothing, I don't want it that bad. Like shout out to the Iron Lords. I just seen one of their posts like a couple weeks ago where they screenshotted like one of their raids, and it says something like 3.5 hours, 700 and something kills, blah 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 blah. I was like, yeah, I don't got that in me.
Yeah.
Not for one event
You
to where
made
the reward comes at the end.
just today. You made like 400 something kills, like more than 450 kills
in
in like
30 minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah, if that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Just so y'all know, we talking about Warframe.
Warframe. We've been running Warframe. Rest in peace, Bushido Brown. We brought it back.
Mm-hmm.
And but no, real talk. Like I'm not. I don't have. I need rewards. I need things. I need to be able to get items along the way. I need to be able to get Ingrams, legendary Ingrams along the way, exotic Ingrams along the way, not at the end. Like that's not, it doesn't work when so much of it is based on the success of everybody. Like you could fail, you could fail in Warframe and still get items. But
Still
you
get
can't,
something.
yeah, but you can't fail in in from what I remember of the Destiny raids and get something of like worthwhile of your time being there other than have fun with my friends. Like that's I'm good. I ain't got the time like that. I think it's killing the stream.
From we still green here. Look,
It looks kind of, I don't know if the audio or the video looks kind of paused. But
so it looked like we good now. So let me
okay.
tell y'all one of my biggest issues. Biggest issues. Also, shout out to Toxicity and Hustle,
Oh yeah.
cause y'all get it. Man,
Man.
one of my biggest issues in all of gaming. And I didn't think this would rear its ugly head at this point, but we should have known way ahead of time when we started hearing rumors about materials being scarce and time and being able to put something out. But there's this little thing that haunts us all sometimes called stick drift or controller drift.
Mm,
Um,
low key glad I don't have the new consoles right now.
so I had it don't even have to be a new console. This is it's something that it's affected every console at some point.
True.
I've heard a lot about it on a 360. Like back in the gap, I heard they had an issue with it. Um, my my biggest personal issue with it was with the
Oh
Switch
yeah.
stick drift. And now, granted, it took for them to have like a whole class action lawsuit on their hands before they decided to fix it themselves. Joy Cons are expensive,
Yep.
way too
sixty
expensive to
dollars
not be like an actual controller.
No, 70. I think they're 70, aren't they?
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like way too expensive to be just these little defective pieces of plastic that could probably do the same thing anyway. So we ended up getting those. I my I had my Switch probably since they came out. So you kind of expect there to be some type of issues with it. Um, hey,
Say hi. All right, baby. I'll talk to you in a bit, okay? Can you close my door for me? Thank you.
you expect there to be some sort of issues, but you also expect them to pay for it, which in my case they did. I sent my whole Switch, not even just the
Oh,
Joy-Con, not
oh
even just the
God.
affected Joy-Con, because if I had just sent that, I have a Pro controller still. I could still play, but I sent my whole Switch um to wherever the hell they was gonna fix it. Um,
See, and for me, the whole drift issue, I got hit with it on the Switch. Um, I scummed my way into a new pair of Switch controllers allegedly, but but
I just don't need my character doing this.
yeah, man, for me, and it oh man, and then what's
Oh,
crazy is
I think I
this
tied my
the
headphones.
look right. He got to go back the other way,
All right,
but
we good.
hey, right, but real talk though, the drift stuff, and it's funny, like it's not small, like any
That's
little
also what she
drift,
said.
right, any little drift is dramatic, like it's that's detrimental, like Breath of the Wild, I'm thinking of all the different games that could be a problem. Hell, even Mario. Imagine you trying to make a jump on one of the open world, the 3D Mario's, and boom.
Just reconnected, and we're
Okay.
back, and we're black. I
And
mean, we're back.
we're back.
All right, so where we leave off? Chromatic aberration. I'm not even gonna lie to
Oh,
you, like I know what that is.
me neither. I don't know what that is. I feel like as soon as you describe it, I'll know what that is.
Yeah, I probably have
Um,
experienced it, but I'm too. I'm. Mm.
I wonder if that's what I was seeing at the end of Dishonored 2 when the lighting was all crappy. And
No, that
I
was just
legit
ugly.
started feeling, bro. No, it was like green shining through, like the color hues were off, like it was breaking through. Man, I felt like I was having a like headaches. I was like, what the hell is this? Because it would randomly like cut through all the game, and it'd be a light, not a god ray, fucking just laser beam, like they was trying to take over.
Mm.
What if Dishonored comes to find out it was like a class action lawsuit for like making people sick? Um,
What if you find out like that was an Easter egg, and like if you got like the right type of eyes, because I guess that's it's just that exclusive. Then that light all of a sudden just flashes the colors of like orange and black, and that's the Easter egg for letting you know that Deathloop was coming. So what happens is if you with your homeboy and your homeboy's epileptic, they die, but then they don't stay dead, they come back, and that's like the Deathloop Easter egg all over again.
that a Thank you, Morris. Much love. I know what chromatic aberrations are now, and yes, and that's funny because I legit just seen that. That's exactly what I was talking about in the game.
It
Like
was
it
the
was
light thing.
mess. It's a light thing, and it's yeah.
Hmm.
It was a visual glitch, but that shit looked like chromatic aberrations. I'll tell you that much. At least to me. But no. So back
Hey,
to back to uh Chakalaka brought up a point about the Smash Bros community. I wonder how many Joy Cons them guys went through, the competitive guys.
mm.
I can only
And you know
imagine.
Nintendo don't care about them.
Nah,
Nintendo does
not
not
at all.
support. So this is all coming out
Didn't
their pockets.
didn't they kill a few tournaments? Oh, that's another part a pet peeve. Not having good community support for your games. Like what why wouldn't you want some why don't you have a liaison? Why don't you have a community manager? Why don't you have a whole page that's dedicated to, hey, what do y'all need? What do you need me to push forward to the people who actually are fixing and patching and whatnot this game? What do y'all Oh yeah, see, oh yeah. Well, we all know about the GameCube controller. That's funny how that controller is so like iconic to the Smash community and so necessary that that's what everybody uses. Like
It's
everybody's
necessary.
got what
Uh,
that was like the first what was that one of the first accessories for the Switch was
yep.
the GameCube controller port thing.
I think if you playing
Um
um, any game that started on the GameCube, you should be using a
using the
GameCube controller.
GameCube. I agree.
Truth be told, I take
Um
a GameCube controller over a Pro controller for a Nintendo game.
mm, I haven't held a pro controller if I'm being honest. I've never I don't dock my Switch. My Switch is like just handheld
Pro
or
controller, it's in the bedroom. Well, the Pro controllers are not much different from Xbox controllers.
oh
The
okay.
X and Y is in the wrong place. That's about it.
Ah, got it.
I prefer
Um
the layout, like the face button layout. I prefer Xboxes over Nintendos because I'm used to Nintendo stuff being weird, like being a big button here, a little button here, a half moon button over here somewhere,
and
like
then
a
the
little
little
bumper somewhere doing this at the
yep.
top. Like yeah, I'm used to the weirdness of Nintendo controllers, and it don't feel right them being normal. Not just because like why should be at the top? I'm sorry, why should be at the top? That's weird.
Oh, remember they got mad about the PlayStation cuz they made the uh PlayStation 5 didn't switch over the for the Japanese versions. What was it?
Circle and square.
Their yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't make they didn't make circle.
Confirm.
Yeah, their confirm button.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was
that's
actually a
because
really big
Americans
thing.
mess up everything, and
Yeah.
we made it so popular for X to be confirmed that that's just the thing now.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
or cross.
Hey,
I'm
well,
sorry, it's cross.
cross. Yeah, it's not even an X, it's the cross button. God, get me. You killed me with that. Hey, but I'm the more I wish I would have thought a little more heavier about like the technical stuff. I'm happy you guys are bringing this up because for me, I'm talking about in-game issues.
Yeah,
Like I know for me, loot drops without different designs and different stats.
not
Like,
being
don't
able to
give
see.
me like, yeah, that bothers me. Now I know that's a lot of work, but I'm sitting here, I'm playing this guy of 5, and they even have different color variants for when your weapon is a special edition. So I could, let's say the demon blade. I just picked up a demon blade not too long ago. I found a variant demon blade that had extra innocent slots, which, long story short, innocent slots are things to add different abilities to your weapon, different stat boosts and whatnot. The box button.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Hey,
god.
toxicity, you right? Because I used to exit menus and stuff. I'm thinking like I used to like say yes to the wrong thing, hitting circle, thinking I'm like leaving the menu. Yeah, mm. Metal Gear.
And the box button, the O button,
Metal Gear
stupid.
refused to change those button
Yeah.
mappings. I mean they changed it, but you had to like manually do it.
I Speaking on that, I know we talk about pet peeves. I'm gonna say a positive. I love Kojima's like menu sounds. They're the
No
same.
matter the game.
Yeah, it's the same across. Like if you're not paying attention, you will think you're playing Metal Gear Solid 5 when you're playing Death Stranding because of
Whoever
the
his
menu
sound
structure.
whoever his sound design dude is or woman or whatever, they did their job. Like
Oh yeah.
even back in Metal Gear, like the surprise sound, the bloop
Oh, bro. Do you know I
to the
still get many?
music.
My homeboy T Jones, he has that as his ringtone. So whenever that goes off on his phone, I panic. Like it trigger like it's I didn't think I'd be like damaged by that. Or whenever I'm randomly out and about and hear somebody's phone have that noise, I'm like, oh, like, and it's funny because you only react if you know.
Mm-hmm. Dum, dum,
Yeah,
dum, 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 dum,
yeah,
dum.
you man, snake.
Snake.
But
Yep.
back to getting frustrated. Don't give me like because then I can flip it. Let's talk about games that give me different designs, but don't have different stats. This is why I stopped playing Sea of Thieves
Mm.
because I wasn't investing all that time for cosmetic changes.
It's
Like
purely
I want
cosmetic. I
yeah, it's
mean,
purely cosmetic. I want RPG elements. That's what I want. This is a pet peeve of mine. You like that game is built solely on well, that game is beautiful. One, some of the best looking water I've ever seen in any damn game.
you know how we
If
feel
you
about
have
video game water.
oh, water is important. That
As
is
long
some
as
of
I don't
the
have to
best
be in
looking
it.
water. But for me, I like solo experiences and I can play multiplayer games. Warframe is fun to me because I will play it by myself. I won't play Sea of Thieves by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then it doesn't have any RPG element in it to make me push and do things on my own,
Cause you're
other
gonna
than to get
grow.
a cosmetic.
Your skill level grows. Where can you? Okay, so one place where stats only mean so much that I appreciate because you grow through your gameplay skill more so than your actual stats is Monster Hunter. I
But
appreciate
even
that.
that, you get different designs and stat
That's
boosts.
what I'm getting at.
You get all of that.
That's what I'm getting at. It's exactly what I'm getting at. But talking about games like this that's also multiplayer, it goes right into one of my other biggest pet peeves. You know what I really, really
And
hate?
Chakalaka, we got you in a second because that's a good point.
Yeah, we getting on that too. You know what I really, really, really hate? Like really hate. And it's something I can completely control, but it's the reason I play solo all the time. I hate playing with randoms. And y'all don't never want to play the same game that I'm playing when I'm playing it, right? So like us playing Warframe now is the first time since maybe 2 sessions of Ghost of Tsushima Legends that we played the same game at the same time, right? Or that we was even interested in playing the same game at the same time. I like it so much because I can solo the whole game if I wanted to. If I can solo bosses and be just as good as if I play with a bunch of other people and still grow in the same way. Like I do not like playing with people I don't know because it's always something. They don't play for the objective. Excuse me. They get you caught up on. Some people do. I mean, you get lucky every now and then, but generally speaking, they don't play for the objective. So you lose out on a bunch of missions. I don't mind teaching somebody, but 9 times out of 10, nobody's mic'd up, so it's not like I can tell
True.
you what you're doing right or wrong. I don't know. It's just it's a bother.
The
It's an extra
the
problem that nobody wants.
the days of game chat really have almost died. It's almost all but dead. Um, and mainly because most people are streaming. Like not most people, a lot of people are streaming. That's a big part of it. And then also a
Discord.
lot of people, yeah, Discord. There's so many other ways around it. It's crazy. Game chat. I'm shocked nobody's like tried to pull the plug on game chat.
Before Discord,
Um,
we call each other on the phone.
yeah,
Like before I knew
yeah.
about it, yeah.
Oh, bro, that when it came to Sony, the Sony, because I hate that, bro. Ah, that's another pet peeve that's actually been fixed, so I don't want to talk too much about it. The PlayStation 4 menus was doo doo,
Doodle
doo doo.
Brown. Yep.
The store, finding a friend, the weird hacking and messaging system. I've been hacked so many times on my PlayStation 4. It's stupid. At least 4 times. I've
Mm.
had to legit change my account because somebody was buying games. And somebody was all of a sudden you got a login alert from whatever country. Never had that with Xbox. I own all the systems, so well, all the previous gen systems. So I'm talking from a place of love of gaming. It was shit. Like it was
Mhm.
bad. Like
Oh,
it
that leads
I
into
would
another one of my pet peeves. Well, go ahead.
and then when it comes to the randoms, for me, randoms, I don't have too much of an issue because I know when and where I will appreciate randoms. Like Warframe is a dope place to where you certain events it's beneficial to turn on randoms.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to the defending an area for a certain amount of time, great to turn on randoms
If you
because
just
either you're gonna,
farming, if it's
yeah, if you
strictly
just
about
farming,
I'm farming this
yeah,
boss because I know he drops this particular thing I need, perfect.
yes, randoms.
Everybody else
But
is there for the same reason. Because in Warframe, it's already understood. Everybody's there for the same thing in Warframe. If you're doing a particular mission, you're probably trying to get a particular thing out of it. Otherwise, you be solo because you're just trying to have fun and kill stuff.
um oh, it's funny about the whole the crazy game chat days. Yeah, it used to be wild. Oh yeah, and good luck to you, Chakalaka, because I hope it never happens. I've crazy side story. I
Yeah, knock on
legit,
wood on that. Look.
yeah,
Real.
hey, I bullcrap you not, bullshit you not. I legit, it was on a Friday, and it was like 15 minutes before Sony closed because I don't think they do customer support real heavy over the weekend. If I'm not mistaken, I really think it's Monday through Friday. And I got into the chat, and the guy was able to help me reset my account like 15 minutes before they closed shop,
Mm.
and it was right before the weekend. So man, like bro, it was I got lucky.
You did.
Um, they need to bring the toxicity back. It um, nah, you know what? It's
So you know what?
nah.
Okay, here's the thing with that. I think. Um,
It's a
when
difference
we
between
was
shit
younger,
talking and
it
being
was all
racist.
fun and games, and we was just fucking with each other.
Yeah,
Nowadays, people mean that shit.
yeah.
They really feel like that to the core. If they call you whatever they call you, like if a white person on there calling you the N word, he ain't playing. Back then they didn't care. We was kids, blah blah. Now it's a little different. We grown.
We're all adults. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're grown now. It comes from a different place when you say it now. That's it comes with some weighted with some weight behind
Mhm.
it now.
And
It,
even if it
it's
was sincere back then from that little kid, they didn't
still a
understand the
little
gravity
kid.
of it. They
Yeah,
no
you
parts
was
of them understood. If you grown and you saying something like that, and you American or Canadian for that matter, You know what it is, or from the
Yeah.
UK for that matter. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah, it's not it carries a different weight. It's not the same. And then like how many of us for the most part, I believe everybody in this chat is an adult. How many of y'all are willing to run with squeakers?
How many of y'all even want to lay eyes on a kid in real life?
Yeah, like y'all not trying to get on after an 8-hour shift, get onto the Xbox or get onto whatever and hear a squeaker in the chat in your game chat. That's not you're not doing that.
Yeah. And you're
Like,
right, toxicity. They might have meant it, but it meant something different overall. Like
yeah, it carried a kid saying it
it's
versus
different
somebody who
weight.
pay taxes, who filing their taxes right now is a way big
It's a way
but
different
that's what
thing.
I'm saying. We were the squeakers then. When all that was going on, it was squeakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I took it
And
way
even
back.
if we was teenagers, we was
It was
little dumb
squeakers,
bastards.
bro.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
was.
like
Our
we ain't
voices
pay
was cracking
taxes.
and shit. Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't.
but if you paying taxes and you talking real reckless like that's a little there's a difference between being a shit talker and being racist.
Hmm.
Big difference. Because we can talk mad shit. This podcast is literally about talking shit.
That's all we do the whole
And
time.
the whole time. And we avoid being racist. It's real easy. Um, but yeah, squeaker, bro. I took it back with the squeakers. Hey, you remember those finding
Adults did. Ooh.
oh god, yeah, that was wild. You remember the like looking for game the LFG and it'd be like no squeakers? Like it would have like the tag no squeaker. Like, oh
Fortnite
god,
is
like this
different
was
though. Who else is gonna
this
play
was
Fortnite? Who else respects Fortnite? You know what I mean? I mean, there are adults that play it, that care, that respect it. Unless you
but
stream it.
most
If you
it's
stream in
mostly kids,
Fortnite and you say you like it and you're an adult, I don't believe you. But like, I believe you just getting a good check.
right?
Sorry.
Get the bag.
So,
Especially if that's the only game you play.
like if
Now
you got three games in
if you run it
rotation,
every day,
Fortnite, Sims, and Apex,
get the bag. Get
make your money.
paid.
But
Um
I guarantee you only two of those games you actually like.
oh no, I'm not knocking Fortnite, but I live a life of I'd rather not.
And that definitely
Like,
falls into that category.
it falls into that category for me. I'd really rather not. I love what they're doing. Fortnite has become a social space.
Hmm.
Like Fortnite, in my opinion, is a social media space blended into a game. They're tapped with the community. Anytime something new comes out, they're going to get a sponsorship for it. They're starting to dig deep and reach into older people, like they just did Ripley
I was just
and
about to
Alien.
say that. Ripley
Yeah,
and the
they
freaking Xenomorph. Yep.
yeah, and the Xenomorph. Like they knew what they're doing. They're moving smart. Uh it's funny coming from toxicity. Look at him sounding reasonable.
Right.
Uh,
You know
like
what? I don't hate on Fortnite, but
no, it's no hate.
I
I don't
do
like it.
roast it.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely roast it. Don't get me wrong. It's not from lack of trying. I've tried Fortnite, and maybe it's
me
the
too.
whole random thing. Maybe it's the whole I don't really jive with battle royale like that thing, which is crazy from a person that's low key excited about Knockout City or the dodgeball game. Like it's weird to say from a person that's excited about that game, but I don't really do open world much, and that's because I don't really not open world. My bad. Battle royale. I don't really do battle royale much, and it's just because it don't really click with me usually.
Mm.
And I've seen some games that seem really good, like Don't Even Blink seem dope as hell, but I have yet to try it.
You know what? I've played Fortnite. I never really played it heavy. But I think I played when it first came out, the battle royale part, and I mean it was cool, but battle royales aren't my number one go to game. And then when I do play them, I usually lean more towards like PUBG or Call of Duty. Like I lean more that way.
I played Warzone a few times. It's I don't hate it, but
I
I
got the
mean,
top 10% Warzone.
I
I
roast
think
people that play Call of Duty religiously. I roast people that play If y'all play these games that I roast people on, like I'm just roasting you. It's all love. I'm
yeah,
probably gonna still mess with you. I'm not judging you for your gaming choice, but also I'm
yeah.
judging you for your gaming choice.
It's like, hey,
Like
do what you got
it's
to do.
no malice behind it. I'm just messing with you. Um,
Uh, hey, no, but what did he
they
say?
always say
Oh yeah,
games
and
don't have new
Hustle's
concepts. Wait, what?
no, Hustle was right too. They brought in Street Fighter. They're reaching for older audience.
And you
They
know
know what they're
what?
doing.
I'll give this. I'll give this to Fortnite. Every single thing I've seen them do, I've seen it very, very, very well executed.
True.
Every single thing I've seen them do, with the exception of single player, I've seen
Concert,
I've seen
concert,
very
all of that.
well, very well executed.
I
So
watched
much
the
so that
videos
other
for.
people want to copy what they doing.
Yep. Pokemon just copied what they're doing
Like
with
freaking
Post Malone.
exactly.
Like
And not even
literally,
just that, but they did the Travis Scott concert. The
that was dope.
next month, Lil Nas X was having a concert in Roblox.
Yep. And then what else did they do? That Galactus event, I watched it. That looked dope. I didn't play it because I don't really care to play it, but it looked
And
dope.
every event is real time. I feel like it'd be weird if Nickelodeon didn't pick up Fortnite for a show. You know what I
Like the
mean?
fact that
Like
Fortnite doesn't have some type of show, that is kind of weird.
also Overwatch. I'm a little weirded out that Overwatch don't have nothing like that yet. Or
At least a movie.
yeah, exactly. Like straight up, Epic could really um put up like a little streaming service on Epic Game Store. Throw up a show, just Fortnite season 1. And especially since they were able to swing um the fact that everything Marvel that happened, that whole Galactus event, that was canon,
Yeah,
not just within
that
a
is
storyline, but it was canon within Marvel
that's
comics.
yeah, that's how big it is. So they're doing it right. I just don't like the game. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. I'd rather not. I don't crap on it. Believe me, I respect greatness when I see it.
I
The
absolutely
game,
crap on
it is, it is, it is. It took over. But yeah, Chocolaki even agreed. He said he uses Fortnite to hang out with his friend.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's a
I
social
mean,
space.
even so, I mean, if I had a 12-year-old friend, I'd probably use Fortnite to hang out with him too.
I'm
Um,
done.
I'm just playing, man.
Um,
But yeah, Fortnite, everything I've ever seen them do, everything I've ever seen them do with Fortnite has been very well executed, except for single player. And I heard some people really love that too, so I can't even talk about that.
you know, oh, never seen a bug in Fortnite. That's solid. Let me tell you this. My other pet peeve getting off Fortnite. Is not mislabeling. I hate when games market for a very, very, very wide audience. Like I'm being 100% honest with you. I don't want to see my game commercials during NBA Finals. I don't want to see my game commercials because what that tells me is you're spending a lot of money on marketing when that money and time should be spent on the game. Especially when we're living in a day and age where games are coming out incomplete. They're being released missing large amounts of content. Or ooh, let's
You
roll
know?
it back. Let's roll it back a step.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that games are launching with DLC roadmaps.
You know, okay,
I
so wait, before we go there, um, you just said, damn, I'm trying to remember exactly what you just said. Could you repeat yourself, please, before the DLC thing?
okay about marketing to wide audiences.
That okay, so there was a time I would have disagreed with you. There was, and we've actually had the conversation before. There
Yeah,
was a
we've
time
had
I
it.
I would have disagreed with you and said, well, the caveat is that it can be done by bigger publishers, because for somebody smaller, that marketing budget is probably coming out of development budget, and for bigger publishers like say EA, is maybe
Anthem.
not an issue. But after Anthem, you goddamn right.
Yeah. The moment
After
you
after
start showing the
Cyberpunk,
game,
you goddamn right.
bro, that's what I'm saying. Thank you. Remember, the first game that burned me was Watch Dogs.
Mm.
Watch Dogs had major commercials, bro. It was everywhere. It was on trains. It was on buses. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Once a game starts marketing on big big, like there's a difference between IGN, YouTube commercials, an influencer here and there running a commercial on the
Those sort of
internet.
campaigns,
But
yeah, influencer
when I'm
campaigns make
watching
sense.
Hulu and your game commercial pops up, I immediately get worried.
Yeah, because influencer campaigns make
Unless you're
sense.
Call of Duty, unless you're Call of Duty, unless you're sports, one of the sports ball, um, unless you're one of those big annual games, and then guess what? I worry about those.
Think about which one of these things is
Mhm.
cheaper. Okay, so especially if I'm a big international company, you can take you can make merch. You can make a couple special items, or actually have a partnership with different companies to make a couple
Cause
special items.
Kojima
And
has a
then,
new watch coming out,
but
and I
look,
want
look, you can make that. You can make a couple special items as a partnership with a company. You can make a few T-shirts, like do a little merch, and then say maybe throw a couple dollars at a few hundred influencers in each country, or you can have a Super Bowl commercial, or like whatever sports event at that time. You can have a commercial there. You can run an ad campaign on every major TV station, and you can run an ad campaign on every major like internet billboard. Which of those things you think is cheaper?
hmm, the first one,
One of those things make more sense. You keep
bro.
more of your
And
own money because all you're doing is giving away free product, and it's a digital product.
bro, you remember what used to be a big seller for pre-orders back in the day was physical merch. I remember I used to love pre-ordering games from GameStop because I would get t-shirts, I would get oh yeah,
This little
oh
Goku is
yeah,
from Dragon Ball Fighters being pre-ordered.
yeah.
This over here,
I got plenty of shit. I can't shit, it's stupid.
this is from Assassin's Creed Origins being pre-ordered.
Bro,
Just look,
it's yeah.
that over there from Nino Kuni too. Like you can't see it back there, but it's a little, yeah.
Remember Deus Ex had the figure on the original day the Deus Ex what was it? What was the first remake? Not the newest one that came out, the one before it. Um but no, dude, I'm
I'll
telling
still
you, it
pre-order stuff if it's a physical pre-order bonus and it's good enough. I'll still pre-order stuff to this day. I stopped
um
after Kingdom Hearts 3. I think was the last game I pre-ordered.
I slowed down on like I got a Stick of Truth pre-order. I never even bought the game, but I used to work at game. Man, that's a whole different lifestyle.
I got a whole
Um
inflatable sword for Black Flag. You remember those?
oh yeah. I got the signed art that came with the pre-order of what was the one, the Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, that came with it had a numbered art reflective art thing.
Oh, that's dope.
uh yeah, I still got that.
We didn't
The
have
pro
that
and
out here.
con to it, remember the Switch was showing off on national television. That's a system.
See,
See, no,
that's
no,
a little
no.
different.
Hustle, that's a console. That is
That's
different.
different. Yeah,
I'm talking about software.
it's not a now
I'm
game.
talking games. I'm not talking about consoles.
I think
Market your console
there's very
everywhere.
few exceptions. Very few.
Market your get man.
Because I would
Oh
say,
damn.
I'd say Xbox could get away with it. If it's an Xbox first party game, they could probably get away with it. Because if the game was trash, it was gonna be trash anyway. It was on them.
Yeah.
I'd say Nintendo can get away with it. If it's a first party, Nintendo can get away with it. Mario will never not be able to do something like that.
Oh, and it's gonna go. It's gonna
Zelda,
sell million.
if
Easy.
you remember,
Million.
Robin Williams and his daughter had a commercial. Like they'll always be able to do that. The Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo can always do that.
Yep.
Otherwise, if say somebody like Ubisoft does a deal with
THQ
one of them,
Nordic. Look, if THQ Nordic does big commercial run, I'm gonna be nervous. If like you said, Ubisoft, if they do a big run, I'm gonna be nervous.
people
If
can fly.
from
If I see Outriders in too many places, I'm gonna get scared.
I'm already you know what makes me not iffy on Outriders? They felt confident enough to put a demo out and gave it to everybody and made crossplay. But back to yeah, hey, I look, man, my pre-order days, they went out the window. Only time I like, if I see a collector's edition, and even with those, I started picking up collector's edition when they on the back end. Like I got Death Stranding collector's edition on the back end. It was on sale on Amazon. Or I like going into Best Buys and looking at their clearance section for collector's editions of certain games.
Oh, I'm
And
start
I
doing
use
that. Well,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't probably go in there like that now, but
But yeah.
yeah.
Um
Okay, so in the interest of keeping this short and sweet,
right.
um,
Oh damn. Oh damn. I gotta go.
yeah, I'm gonna give us one more pet peeve each.
Go for it.
And then we'll keep it moving. So what's your thing? Because you gonna laugh at me because I'm definitely
Um
putting myself on the chopping block for this one.
for me it is going to be microtransactions in a full price game that's not like heavy.
Especially single
Micro
player,
Yeah, man. Microtransactions that have anything to do with affecting gameplay in a full price game.
like
There you go.
the time savers in Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, like any of that. Any of that. Like or putting a weapon behind a paywall or making some gear only accessible through buying the battle pass. That's better than microtransactions. How you gonna
Avengers.
give me a battle pass that cost in a full price game?
And I still gotta play for the stuff. I gotta buy the battle pass, and then I still gotta play to unlock the things.
Yes. Yes. And then
Limited
you put
digital
weapons.
releases, I'm right there with you.
Oh, I'm not sucker enough to get into them. So I don't like I think it's
Mario
goofy as
35.
hell. That was that game, bro. People stream that game heavy.
You know why? And it wasn't
Hey,
no check because it's Nintendo.
they goop, man. Look, let me tell you, they are dirty for that. That is scummier than microtransactions.
Mm-hmm.
First, you charge me full price. First, you charge me full price. Then you make the game. The game dies this next month, right? In a couple days.
I
I
wouldn't
think
know because
Mario
I don't.
35. I think I don't got it, but I think Mario 35 dies like March 30th or 25th or something like that. Something around for some reason I think it's March where it dies.
I think so. Yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a freaking lot.
But yeah, that's it for me.
For me, you gonna laugh at me a little bit, and mostly because you know how true this is. You know what I really hate? It's for me. This has been less about business practices and more about my own blunders as a gamer. But for whatever reason, whenever I want a game or I want to play a game or I'm excited about a game, especially when I get a game day one. Yeah, you already know where I'm going with this. Especially when I get a game day one. The next month, the next few months, the next week, at some point, some service is giving away that game that I just paid full price for day one for free
Yeah.
99. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake is going up free on PS Plus right now. Which, truth be told, I wasn't waiting on that. That had to be day one for me. What else? A good example is every game that's probably ever been on PlayStation Plus.
He's bought
Truth be
full
told,
price, y'all. He's
all them
bought full
shits.
price.
Sometimes it's like, oh, I caught it on a sale and I bought it, but it still came up free. Like even if I got it for $10,
Fantasy 7.
even if I got that shit for $10, like,
Oh man.
yeah, man, that's real. Like even if I got it for $10, like it's still free is better.
Bro, hey, I literally before I buy a game, I'll ask Dallas, did he buy it? Like real talk. Like I legit I'm like, hey, did you buy this?
I just got that type of look. Or maybe I
Yep.
just need to sit back and think about, is this gonna be free in 3 months, 6 months, 10 months? Sometimes it takes longer, you know. But like I don't be willing to wait for everything.
Hey, my backlog is so deep that it's not even that big of an issue for me.
And this
I
was
have
at a
no
time where I was buying games strictly just to have to collect physical editions. So
man. Hey, I promise you, I'll be laughing because it's every time.
it never fails. Every time, like
Vampire. What was the other one? Control?
now, Vampire.
Uh,
Um, I regret Vampire. I absolutely regret Vampire because I bought that shit day one too, full price.
uh, Hey, if Outriders was smart, they would start they would start that shit off at they would start it off at $39.99.
Mm.
If they were smart, let me
That'd be
tell you what
sexy
would
because
save
right now that's what it's
Outriders.
worth. Truth be told.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, like I think if it goes 4 months, the game will continue forever. But if it don't make it past 4 months, well, obviously we know I understand that. But
Crossplay is gonna
the
help that
game
a lot.
the crossplay is the biggest positive that game has. But the problem is your buy-in is too damn expensive for what you got. For what's out there, knowing that we got a Warframe out there for free.
For
Knowing that
free
Warframe
99.
is fully functioning for free, and you can play a lot of Warframe and never drop a dime. Hell, they even
You can play a
start you
lot of
off with
Warframe and never
150.
snitch.
Oh,
Oh.
stupid. And not spend a penny. But you can play a lot of Warframe. They even give you 150 of the like the actual what the currency that costs real money. They give you 150 of those. I think it's called platinum.
Yep.
And you start with that. And you could do a lot with that. And it makes a big difference in what you're doing, especially in your beginning of the game. Or you could save it for later or put it towards something else, whatever. But this game needs to fix Outriders. They absolutely need to go ahead and lower the price point. They're gonna have to nerf the Devastator.
Oh, why
Because
would
if
they do that?
anybody is because, bro, if you are look, y'all, the Devastator is so OP because your healing factor is getting kills up close. So that means you're rushing forward, which is fine. You want to play aggressive, that's fine. That shouldn't be a problem. But when your healing factor is based on you getting up close kills, that now means you need to be up close and personal on everybody. I ran through the first mission of that game with the Devastator within a few minutes. I'm talking full blown. I'm just sprinting, shooting. I felt like I was playing an old school like Newgrounds game.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was no fear. I had no worry, bro. And and then if you get a couple of items to boost your ability recharge rate, it's really over. Like it's that I can see that game getting min maxed and broken very quickly.
Hmm. Okay, so have you been playing multiplayer in Outriders?
No, I haven't played. I haven't got a chance to run multiplayer Outriders yet.
Okay, then it means more that you've been playing solo and feel that way. Don't get me wrong, like it's not that I'm having that much difficulty. I'm using a trickster. It's not that I'm having that much difficulty at all. Like
Oh,
time manipulation is
Wasabi was talking about how hard of a time he was having with it with
um
the trickster.
I like it though. When you
Hmm.
it's just that I think for me is that I'm so used to playing like normal shooters. Like you kind of feel like you're playing Division or Gears. You know what I mean? So you kind of forget what sort of powers you have, and then the way that the game is built, you meant to play aggressively because you heal by killing.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
with the trickster in particular, you heal by killing in close range. So
Oh, so it's the same thing.
yeah. So for them, like you heal by getting your kills in close range for one. For two, um,
That's a good pet
your
peeve.
your cooldowns ain't that long. You can keep
Mm,
using your powers. Like if you being smart about it, you always have a power ready.
yep.
So like if as soon as I start to get the hang of that, I'll probably have a much easier time. And truth be told, I haven't had that bad a time. I maybe died 3 times so far.
I can say I died a lot with my Technomancer, the sniper one, but that was just more or less me being overly aggressive and run out of bullets because
I
I'm using a
understand with the
sniper rifle.
Technomancer because they
Yeah,
very tactical.
yeah. Like I love the it was just bad timing with me. It wasn't like it was a overly ridiculous experience. I know things took me a lot longer with the Technomancer versus running around, rock smashing, and earthquake tremoring with the damn Devastator. I
Mhm.
got a feeling they'll nerf the Devastator. I got a strong. I wanna try him out with in multiplayer and see if it makes. Because put it
We
this way,
should play
guys,
tomorrow night or something.
I'm down. Let me tell you guys straight out. The Devastator running by myself, I felt like I would have been pissed if I would have been playing with like running with me in multiplayer because I was eating up all the kills. It was stupid. Like I could imagine, like, because of course I had just finished my playthrough with my Technomancer. So I can see myself trying to set up, getting cover, make sure I'm not taking too many hits, set my turret up, and then you got this son of a bitch out there. Boom, 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 just knocking down walls, running people over, and just murdering like without regard, like because that's how you have to play as a Devastator if you want to heal and stay alive. And bro, and then it made it funny because I made my Devastator like a short haired black chick, so it's even funnier. Like just watching her run around
Mm,
like and absolutely destroying. It's the coolest shit ever.
man, it's a good
But
spot.
it, yeah. But
Here's a good
folks,
spot. Um, Look, y'all know what we like to do. Now before this started, y'all know we like to highlight people, but before this started, I couldn't remember whether or not we had talked about this person that we about to talk about. So if I find out before next week gets here that we already talked about him and we highlighting him today, then next week I'll do two people that we haven't highlighted.
yup.
So that's what we'll do. If somehow we find out we already talked about him, we'll do two people next time around. So, people, I want to introduce y'all to somebody who actually is who's just freshly become a member of the family, the Level One Gaming family. This is KP I swear to you, when I first saw it, I thought it was KP Siege. Yep, me too. But yeah, KP. This dude is he's a videographer by trade. Makes dope videos. Every video you watch of his, he's gonna kind of talk like this, and like
Right.
you're gonna really enjoy the sound of his voice because everything sounds so like radio smooth, smooth jazz 107.5. Like
For real.
everything just sounds so cool, and it fits his personality. He's one of
Yep.
those cool ass people for no reason. Um, so I like that he has a card link here because you can see all of his stuff here. Um, oh, you can't see all of his stuff because my whatchamacallit is covering it up. But KPCJ, actually, I have him here on Twitter. Let me find his Twitter, and y'all go follow. So KP, I'll put it in the chat
Yeah. Make sure to check him out. Show him support.
like that. Yeah,
Man,
but
I ain't had home cooked grits in a minute.
all these handsome black, cause that's what we do. We a family of handsome black dudes. It's just we don't know how to be nothing else, man.
That's what we do.
That's what it's about. Me, KP, Baron, Phoenix, Fame, Hugger, handsome black dudes.
All of us.
Man,
You know.
that being said, man, it's one more thing. Oh yeah, he is streaming on Twitch right now. So look him up by that right there. If we was on Twitch right now, I rate him, but kind of can't. But I should hope before y'all move over to his Twitch, y'all stick around long enough for this next little thing that I want to do. Cause it's what we like to do. So it's one more thing we one more way that we try to add value to our community before we get up out of here. Y'all know every week I flip another sample, and this one is low key for the old heads. This one
Yeah,
is
bro.
low key
Because
for the
I'm a
old
dude.
heads.
He's a dude. She's a
She's a
dude, and
dude.
we're all dudes. Yeah.
We're all dudes. Um, yeah. One more thing I like to do. Y'all know we flipped Streets of Rage this time around. Um, because why not? So we're gonna play y'all out on that. This has been level 16 of the Peep Game podcast, man. We appreciate y'all. We really, really appreciate y'all. A little toxicity because your name. I feel like your avatar, like your actual your profile picture should be future, with a name like that. But I like what you chose. It fits too. Hustle. We appreciate you. Stray. I'm looking forward to whatever it is you end up writing, and I thank you for even doing it to begin with. Flames, you already know. Who else came through here? Chakalaka.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I haven't heard the latest episode of the podcast yet. Ready, press play,
we're
y'all.
gonna check that out for
I
sure.
haven't heard the latest episode yet, but I gotta check that mug out. Um, and who else did I miss? Whoever I might have missed, I'm sorry, but I appreciate you coming through.
Chakalaka, go ahead and drop your link too, bro.
Pause. Um,
Most people don't even know what link them type of links is. But
man,
let's go.
but all right, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna play y'all out on another beat. So yeah, check out the sample later, y'all.